can never really want you less is money or pride. So when I say I really love it, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickle. Another bag, another season, no description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, drunken bag sass, I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie with a plug in the sock. To these Billy Strong cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Now I'm afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray that Jesus Christ on me, baby, keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I'm made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my name is Jump, put up a pump, boy, I bump. In that Billy Strong, he ain't know I'm, he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun.
Take it easy on him. I ain't played in a minute.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance.
Yeah, you think you're going to run the game. Oh, okay. I catch. I catch.
So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was,
down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And some room to run now. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, it's Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen now looks to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Bills send the punter out as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now they try the right side here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he
What fluky shit you running? Get the fuck out of here. Swear, bro. Fluky shit you running, man. That's why this game is terrible, man. God damn.
Touchdown lead now. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along. How much they want to
fucking Pee-wee League offense, man. Fuck. Run the ball. Shit working. Get out of here. That shit working though.
As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He finds his man. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37.
Get the fuck out of here. This game terrible. This game is terrible. Let's see why I stopped playing this shit. Yeah, for sure. This nigga is lining up at fucking goal line.
And there's your end result right there.
Look at it. That shit is working. Oh, man.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 3.
Man, he's still breaking the tackles. Come on, man.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he is going to
come on, man. Oh, that was a pick. Come on, man. He's so predictable, man.
You and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down. Almost back to the drawing board.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back and forth 1st quarter of play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And finding the tight end Wilson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a
well, so you better take your points, man. Play smart, bro.
He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Nah, you wouldn't have got it.
Entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Vegas. The home-standing Raiders with a football here. As they've got it as we resume action. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaking up.
Anything else to help you this game, man? God damn.
39-yard line. That one tipped and it's incomplete. Good
damn.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Here's Allen. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Allen going to change this at the line. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they
good shit.
Another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Look at the big fella go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get food here, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Nobody blocks him. I got 5 blockers over there, man. This game is terrible, man. Why do I still play this?
Here's Allen to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Third and 4. Now Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now this time, Allen will throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Allen off the play fake. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll motion McLaurin left. Allen going to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Terry McLaurin, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos now to add the PAT. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread.
Makes the score Raiders 38, Bills 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing to start the drive. Marshall is going to fire one deep over the middle. And all the way down to the 26. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Man, just throwing up anything. This shit work.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Marshall. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Looking to throw. Marshall. Come
on, that's 2! God damn! Stupid ass game!
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been able to stop them so far.
Fucking game is terrible, man.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To the air, Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for